About there we go. That is Sam Gifford. Anymore. Yeah, I really like this. I really hope that that's not an AI vocal. And the reason why I say that is because it was really, really nice. And if it is, I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah, if it is, then that's wow. Hello, Hatchy. Hey, Matt. Yeah, what an incredible track. And yeah, as I thought, the leads you mentioned about not thinking that they were big enough or whatever it was that you said. Vocal was from Vocal Fee. What's Vocal Fee? Vocal Fi. What's this? Wow. Vocals and productions. Okay, so you can get... Oh, what a great idea this is. I didn't know about this. So you can buy original vocals for your tracks. I love that. I love that idea. That's really cool. Awesome. Awesome. Not that I would have a problem if you'd used AI vocals. Usually my point is usually I can detect if it's AI. No, it's not AI. No, it's not. It's vocals for music producers. So basically what I'm assuming happens is a singer will sing top lines and then you can buy them usually like either non-exclusively or if you're buying it exclusively it costs a lot more. Yeah, great idea. So that's called Vocal Fee. Nice. There's a few tracks with these vocals. Yeah, you usually find the same ones. I've done ones before from vocals on Splice, and then you'll hear them pop up with other people. So, yeah, awesome. The leads were fine. Everything sounded really, really great. Such great production. I know that Control 4 was mentioning about your psytrance-esque kicks there. Everything was pushing through nicely. Yeah. I haven't set up Snappy Snap yet. No, I didn't. Thank you for the reminder. It's one of those things that's been on my list of things to do in the studio, but I have not got round to it because of life. So, yeah, thank you. I will be using Snappy Snap. If you guys haven't heard of Snappy Snap, you should look into it. If you're a geeky, on the geeky side of music production, you might enjoy it. Snappy Snap. Let me see if I can get a synopsis of this for people. It's really cool. I'm going to share my screen with you. You can see what this is. Yeah, but it just another thing to say to Sam. Sam, honestly, your music is amazing. So please remember that. I'm so proud of you. So well done, mate. So yeah, here we go. You can see my screen. Like, yay! So this is it here. Get a 7-day trial as well. Snappy Snap is a plugin host designed for performance and sound design. Load any VST3 or OU instrument and create 12 distinct snapshots of its internal state. Morph between these states using a single knob, an XY pad, physics-based elastic interpolation, or autonomous drift. What's autonomous drift? I don't know what that is. The first audio plugin with native AI agent connectivity, so you can talk to your plugins. Randomization and breeding, preset management. Oh my God. Yes, please. Snapshots and morphing. Awesome. That kind of reminds me of on Alchemy. We know you have the snapshots like 1 to 8, and you could take snapshots of different parameters of your synthesis, and then you could morph between them. Slightly different the way that it's been used here, though. MIDI integration, trigger snapshots and control presets via MIDI. Yeah, it's very, very good for being creative. And yeah, I think that I'm actually a bit gutted that we're talking about it, but I can't gatekeep. There's no point. There's no point because, yeah, it's so cool. So it's kind of like a step up from like using Patcher in a way, or maybe not a step up, but just a different way. But yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to using it. We'll have a quick look. Let's have a quick look while we're here. Now you can see all the stuff I watch. Dr. Pimple Popper, Kit Boga, and Asmongold. That's my life.
One tip that I always give AI beginners is that it is so much easier to chat to the AI than it is to type to the AI. What do I mean? In ChatGPT and Perplexity, you could chat with it, use your voice, and then it will voice chat back to you.
No worries, Miles.
Fairly fluidly. And ChatGPT's
that one.
In this video, I will show you how you can talk with your plugins. Hello guys, that's me Inky, and this is the second video about...
It's really long, I'm not going to watch all of it.
Okay, it works. Now, I'll go to Claude, and I will tell him, hey...
Claude?
I want an aggressive...
Yeah, I love Asmongold.
...compression on my drums.
No!
Dubstep.
How cool's that?
Because why not? And pay attention, I didn't specify which plugin I'm having. So let's click enter. Okay, he'll think about it. He now checks what I have. And he can understand, yeah, I can press follow, and he can understand what the plugin is there. Now he's getting parameters of my plugin. Let me ask him like, and load, for example, let's say I will take a reverb. I like this one. PX Aura. Okay, cool. And, oh yeah, let's have a listen. Nice. So what I will do here, I'll just go here and say, yo, bro. I have another plugin.
Yo, bro.
Here. Let's make an eternal lush reverb here. I'll just click enter, and as well, I didn't mention what I have there. He will figure it out by himself. Okay, he got it. BX Aura. Okay, getting parameters. And because it's language model, he can understand what is related to reverb, for example. And
nice.
He's doing, yeah, okay. Parameters, he set the parameter. He's verifying the parameters. Thinking, and calibrating decay. Okay, cool. Frequency set as wow. This is fantastic. So, this should bloom forever. And I can see decay is almost on max. Size is almost on max. Let's have a listen.
Wow. Yeah, I think this is great. I think it's going to be one of those things that, you know, takes a lot of the guesswork out of stuff for a lot of us. So, yeah, so that is Snappy Snap, if you guys want to go and check that out. I wonder what the, you know, because I'm at uni at the moment. I don't know if they would allow me to use something like that for uni. I guess they wouldn't have a problem as long as you understand what it is that it's doing. So, yeah, it's, and also remember that it doesn't always get it right. I've asked ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, I've asked Gemini. Oh my God, the other day I was asking it about sidechaining using Pro C2 and it gaslighted me so badly. I was at uni and I was trying to find a different way to sidechain my kick to my bass using the using Pro C FabFilter's Pro C, Pro C2, and it was trying to tell me that it had an advanced tab, and that you had to do it through this advanced tab. And I'm like, there's no advanced tab anywhere. And then it's like, sorry, it's because you're using FL Studio, and FL Studio has a different type of Pro C2. I was like, no, it doesn't. It's a third-party plugin. It's exactly the same. Like, and it properly I worked it out in the end because I spoke to Guy. And we worked it out. What you need to do is go into the back end of it, and then choose processing in the back end of FL, and then use the channel. Like, make sure that you assigned it to the channel that was on the mixer, which made sense to me. And I was like, but it was, and I had an argument with it. I was so annoyed. I was so angry. I wasn't angry. I was a little bit cross. And I was like, actually, we've just figured it out, and you were completely wrong. And he's like, oh, you're completely right. I'm like, well, why did you say it then if you didn't know? Do you know, that's the thing that pisses me off, right? Probably not ChatGPT, but definitely with Gemini. Copilot, not Gemini, Copilot. It gets things wrong all the time, but it won't just say, I don't know. It will never say that. It will just come up with some fucking weird, convoluted bullshit. And I've caught it out so many times. Honestly, it's just annoying. Typical man's is controlful. Well, it was a man that helped me get through this. Because I rang up Guy, I was like, this isn't right. I'm not being daft. There's no advanced mode on here. Well, he goes, yeah, there is, but it's not to sidechain, in terms of sidechain. There is a sidechain option on there, but it's not what I was after. I was after kind of like an envelope follower kind of a sidechain, from one signal is affecting the compression of the thing that you're sending it into. But yeah, it was just, a whole thing. But yeah, as long as this Snappy Snap doesn't do that, which is, again, this is why we still need to know what it is that we're doing, what it is that the AI is telling us, and, what it is about, if it's helping us with compression, understand what it is that is why it is those parameters to get these kinds of different sounds. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to using that. Cool. Yeah, inability to admit fault or wrongdoing. I think it's because it hallucinates stuff, doesn't it? And then it just throws up answers that it finds. But it's just the gaslighting for me. It's like, it's because it's your fault. You're using FL Studio. But if you were using Ableton, this wouldn't be happening. I'm like, no. I don't know. Yeah, it literally said that. Yeah, it said I'm using a version of Pro C2 that was only used on FL Studio, which is wrong because it's a third-party plugin. They're all the same. The only difference would be is which version of FabFilter Pro C2 or Pro Q3 or 4 you're using. Ableton's obviously superior. Yeah, exactly. It felt like it was one step away from saying, did you know Ableton's got a sale on right now? If you wanted this to work. I mean, it is kind of true, actually. Ableton has got a simpler that would, and a compressor, that would actually make this work straight away by just using the trigger function. So it is that easy, but I love FL, so it's fine. Yeah, it's like, hey, yeah, you can get it now. It's $69.99, 6.7. So yeah, and who's to say that won't happen? You got to be careful with your sources. You got to be careful where you're getting your information from. And going back to what I was saying about my masters, The reason why stuff like this won't fly for my masters is because we have to do a lot of referencing, a lot of showing our working out, and explaining where we've got our research from, and the books that we've read, and the websites we've been on, and it's very, very thorough in that way. I don't remember that, Martin. They stressed that you needed to reference more. Only a little bit. I still got a very, very high mark. I know how to reference. It was just for a specific. I think it was for one specific thing. I think it was on one paper. I needed to. Do you know what it is? I spoke to my tutor about it the other day. It was because I think that it's so obvious, for example, that I'm using a TB303, an acid line, a bassline synthesizer in my techno track, for example. And the problem was I hadn't referenced where culturally and genre-wise my creative and stylistic decisions had come from in context to music production and the music genres that I make through the years. So to me, it's very obvious. I had to then go, I'm not being obvious enough when I'm doing my referencing. So I was doing a lot of like heavy referencing into like the Iliac suite, which was the very first instance of AI that we had, which was in the 50s. It was like a really big computer, which was actually used in the Apollo missions and stuff. So I'm going there in that kind of direction and going like way like into like all of these like deep, intricate rabbit holes, but relevant rabbit holes, when sometimes all they need to know is why have you used a squiggly noise in your song. And you go, that's the Roland TB303. It's a bassline synthesizer. And then I should have put in a reference to Roland's website or something. So yeah, that's what I got knocked down 2 marks for, because I have to just remember, just be more basic with it, and then I'll get more marks. But I still got a very high. I got a distinction for that one. I got a distinction for the AI one, and then I got a very high merit on the other one. Was it? I can't remember now. But they were fine anyway. I'm still on route for a hopefully a master's with distinction. I don't know though, like, because we've got to do Dolby Atmos next, and Dolby Atmos is on Logic, and I do not have a Mac anymore. So I'm just going to have to learn how to do Dolby Atmos at uni, and then try and do my project when I can in the studio, which needs to get booked out ahead of time. So that's probably the only part of this whole masters that I think I might need to really properly do some work. Don't come to me for advice, Control 4. I don't know. I mean, it would be fun to learn how to use Dolby Atmos. Maybe I'll find a use for it. It's not really something that I can foresee myself with, like my trajectory for my career doing. I don't think I'm going to start making film scores or like gaming music or anything, but do you know what it will do at the very least is it's a great way to learn how to do more deep listening, because you're putting your music in space. So you've got to think about You know, where are you automating sounds? Do you want them up here? Do you want them far away? Instead of just being stereo, you know, you're placing them in a 3D, like in the whole of the world kind of thing. So yeah, it will be a bit more technical, but also, why not? I'm glad that I'm this far into my music production journey now, before I started messing around with Dolby Atmos, because otherwise, you know how it is. You know when you first start learning about, oh fuck, I've got to arrange this, and then I've got to use automation, and then it'll be this much, and then if I do it 50%, but then it's a bipolar parameter, and then I've got to work out how much it is, and then like copy and paste, and that. Oh no, I've moved everything now. You know, like all of these things, and it's got to sound good, and it makes your head hot. You know, it's like it's so much information. So now that I'm in a good place with it, hello Mahel, I think I'm going to be all right. I know I can do it. I've just been watching loads of YouTube videos on it for now. So, but yeah, it can be, I found all of that very confusing. I think, I don't know, some people's brains can just make music straight away and they're fine with it. But it took me a long time to like go, okay, what am I doing? Oh. But yeah. What digital and analog video? What was that? What was that, Martin? Didn't digital and analog video? Was it one I did? See, I can't remember. I can't even remember stuff I did in my BA now. I can't remember stuff I did in my foundation degree. This is like my 4th year now at uni. You forget so quickly. I linked it on Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, it would have been... I can't even remember now. I'm glad you liked it though. See, the info will be in there. It just gets integrated, doesn't it? But yeah, I can't really remember like what that would have been about now. Oh, I know what you mean. Are you on about the steps? You're on about the steps, aren't you? So we had like, you know, like when people say that the analog's better than digital, but really when you get into it, it's actually exactly the same waveforms. Yeah, I remember exactly what you're on about now. Yeah. Yeah, it was really interesting that. And you can see it on an oscilloscope. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. People will still argue till to the death. They will die on that hill of analog being superior in sound quality to digital. But yeah, it's let's just say it's up for debate. All right, let's just say that. Okay, cool. I had that oscilloscope. Did you really? That's so cool. That's like saying orange is superior to apple. Yeah. But it's good to know. I found it very comforting to realise that it's okay to use digital and not worry about it. The fact that, you know, you still get amazing mastering people and producers who do use analog equipment. It's nice to know that that's taste and that's like their thing. And also, as we move forward with the whole AI thing, I think it will be even more important for people to have their own quirks and their hardware and things that differentiate, I can never say that word, themselves from other producers. So, yeah. So the fact that your mastering guy uses hardware, and yes, it sounds fantastic, is more to do with him than it is the equipment when you really think about it. But yeah, it's because if someone's been using stuff for a very long time and they know what sound that they can get out of something, and yeah, I think that, you know, there's definitely and things are different now because we are listening to our music in different ways, whereas before you would listen to it in a nightclub on a sound system. You don't even necessarily need to have your bass in mono anymore because, you know, that was more of a vinyl thing, and for nightclubs, which are sometimes, if not always, in mono on the sound systems. So yeah, there's loads of good old Walkmans, says Richie. Yeah, there's loads of different ways that we listen to our music now. We have to take things into account, such as LUFS. You know, people can listen to music on phones. If your music's very top-endy, it can sound very shrieky on a phone. So yeah, it can be quite a bit more intricate now. But yeah, good talk. Well done, Sam. We loved that one. And yeah, thank you for sending it. And I will be playing that if that's all right with you. Yay! Next up, Michael Mayo, Good Night, and this is Silent Letter Remix. There we go. That is Michael Mayo, who is the same person as Silent Letter. And there's a track called Good Tonight. So it's one of those tunes, isn't it? That, like, from an arty point of view, like, who's to say that this could not be like a TikTok sensation track? Do you know what I mean? Like, and like someone's, can you hear me? Yeah. Hi, Silent Letter. You're not Michael Mayo. Hang on. But Michael, this is on your... But Michael Mayo is you. Because it's on your thingy. It says Michael Mayo. That's really freaked me out. Look. All right, well... Prove it. Hang on, let me just show you what I can see, right? Watch this. So on here, right, this is you. This is Silent Letter Remix, yeah? And then you click on Michael Mayo, and it's you! That's your thing. And then it says Adam F. What the hell? What's going on? It says here, look, Silent Letter. It says it's you. Michael Mayo. And then you're saying that that's not you. He's just someone I got the sample from on Loopman. Well, why is it the name there then? How come the name? Ask Becky. Isn't that weird though? Because he said that you had to do that. What? Oh, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Oh, so it's like he's gave you permission kind of thing. Right. Oh, I see. Interesting. Because the thing is, I don't know if like he meant you to do it this way, because when you do that, it says it's Silent Letter and then Adam F. Framing in United States. I don't know. Okay. What do you mean mic has been dropped? Oh, God. Not again. It's my mic. It's my thingy. Noise floor. I'm going to have to put it down again. Oh, God. Always something. Mic had to be dropped. Are you on about my microphone when you say mic? Is anyone actually having a problem hearing me? Or has had a problem hearing me before I move on? No? No. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. Thank you. I was getting confused as to why you were saying the word mic. Fine. Shut up, Richie! Good. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is like one of those tracks where, like, it could be something really, really big. You know, it could be something that's like on a TikTok tune or something like that. I will say from a technical point of view, though, this was very difficult for me to balance because it was a lot of dynamics. But not in like a necessarily good way. We have like the beginning. You can even see, if I just go back onto the display thing again, you can see here like how this is, and then you've got this bit here when your kicks come in, and then the same here. It's going to be a problem, you know, especially if you wanted this to go on something like Spotify or, you know, for people to listen, because the thing is they will put the volume up here as I had to, and the way that I have to do that when people don't send me normalized music, I have to come into here. And not that one on my desktop audio. I have to go into my limiter and I have to start bumping this up. And then when your kicks came in, I very quickly had to then start bringing it back down again because you would have had more limiting on it than it needed. So just something for you to think about is, and also your effect, there was an effects thing in there, like a whoosh, definitely far too loud, in my opinion. But I'm actually not saying that as my opinion. I'm saying that as a technical thing. I did think that it just stood out too much. But yeah, that's all I would say. So add a limiter. I would go back and mix it down again. That's what I would do. Don't add a limiter. Go back in and just balance all your sounds. So your loudest sound really needs to be the kick, because it's a dance track. Then you don't seem to have a bass line in here. You didn't seem to have a. You've got like this buzzy sound. If you had a bass line in there as well, that would actually help to tie in those sections and have it all at the same level. If you don't want to have a bass line, you don't need to. No one's going to make you. but I really think that it's lacking stuff in that region, in that area, like sonically. It needs a bass line. I think that would be really cool. I love the ideas of it. Gets in your head. I love the little samples, the little sampling one shots there of that vocal. It's just not finished yet. That's all it is. But please continue with this. I would put in a bass line and just do another mix down. I think you'd find that everything, all those levels issues will go away then. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Really, really cool. You're welcome. Thank you for sending it in, babe. And guys, please go and follow Silent Letter, not Michael Mayo. Silent Letter over on SoundCloud. Yeah, there you go. A lot of love for that tune. Exactly. Yeah, get Voxengo Span, which is free, by the way. Yeah, follow both of them. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Thank you for sending it in. Okay. Martin Easten is next. Martin Easten, it's nearly your time. Easten eggs. We're going to have Easter soon. Oh, does that mean I can eat chocolate? Maybe it does, but we'll see. I love chocolate. Do you know, I don't think you understand how much I love chocolate. Or pumpkin seeds. Now, before we move on, I'm just going to tell you a little something, right? I have an app on my phone and I use it every day, and I have done for months now. It's so cool. It's called NutriCheck, and I put in all of my calories that I eat every single day. So all my macros. So I put in, and I mean everything goes in. So I have a limit of 1,700 calories a day. And then it gives me like a total there. So the number in green on the, like that one there, that's how many calories I have left for the day. And I usually don't even eat all my calories, but even though I don't ever get hungry, I have a lot of fruit, and I just love this app. It has been the best thing that I've ever done because it makes me really thoughtful about the stuff that I'm eating. Like today already, I've had 8.7 portions of fruit and veg today. I've eaten loads. I've had cottage cheese, Philadelphia, cucumber, avocado, prawns, cottage cheese again, Dijon mustard, shallots, sesame seeds, Greek style natural yogurt, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, ultra whey protein shake, almond milk, coffee. And I'm going to have some more food later because I've still got 776 calories. My point is, I have a thingy, a big thingy. Not that. I have an addiction to pumpkin seeds, right? And you wouldn't think that it would matter, right? Because pumpkin seeds are just little seeds. And then whenever I go into the kitchen, I would just pick up a handful of them and just... And because it just tastes... I can't even explain to you. They're so nice. I love them with all my heart, but I've not been buying them for 2 weeks now. And the amount of calories I've saved by not eating pumpkin seeds, it's stupid. It's stupid, honestly. And it's just from not eating pumpkin seeds. That's crazy. Yeah, they are. They're good. They're good for very many things. So, but I'm banned off them at the moment, which is really cool because I've just had so many more calories for eating fruit. It's great. Sunflower seeds, yeah. See, I'm not bothered that much. I do like sunflower seeds, but pumpkin seeds are just amazing. So good. I might actually have one day where I'll just eat like loads and oh yeah. See, it's not quite like chocolate, but I don't roast them. I just eat them, I just eat them. Apparently it's not good to eat too many though. So I was limiting myself to 30 grams of pumpkin seeds a day, which isn't enough. If you ask me, it's really not. I was really sad about it. So instead of being sad about it, I just decided I'm not going to eat any. And then I started losing weight again. I'm like, yes. Oh, brilliant. Not that I'm trying to lose any more weight because I'm at a happy weight now. But I was starting to put weight back on again. That was my point. Okay, so next up we have got Martin, Easten eggs, and this is Eros.
Tore my love, and even though I can't feel my heart is melting down. Oh, are you happy now? And I'm you around so deep. And I'm
Wow. Martin, this is my favourite one of yours. Definitely. This is my favourite song that you've made. I loved the shuffle. It was like a cross between technical and even a little bit of Signum in there as well. The riff especially was very technical sounding to me. Yeah, it gave me those vibes. I think the only thing that I think could make it better is I want to hear the kick a little bit more, but it was only a little bit. Let me just go back in and have a listen. I think this is just a taste thing as well. I think the kick might be a little bit boxy or a little bit loose, yeah. I think it needs maybe a top end to it, like a top click. It just needs to come through a bit more, or it could just be a bit of basic side chaining, because your bass line's very busy. I mean, it cuts through that bass line, it cuts through it, but it gets a bit lost. And when I'm saying this to you, I'm saying it's very, very, very slight, but it will definitely get picked up if you send this to Tidy, which is the next thing I want you I wanted to say to you is send it to Tidy. And a few people have said that as well. It's actually the kick from Closer. Ooh. Well, definitely layer it then. Like, absolutely, when we want a sound, definitely sampling will allow us to get to that sound. But you should probably put a layer on it then. Parallel compress the kick, maybe, yeah. It's all it is, yeah. But it's so important. Like, because of it being such a strong tune, I think it would be ridiculous not to go and get that sorted out. And a few of us have said this now, and I think that's something that as a DJ. As a DJ, that would definitely stand out to me as being. I would in my mind think, oh, that's a shame because it's such a good tune. But if the kick was like proper, like I would be playing it for a year, like easily. That's how good this tune is. So yeah, that's what. And this is what this whole demo drop show is for. Is just to confirm or get a few people's opinions, but that would be my feedback, and it was the same as a few other people's in here as well. That definitely would be something that would just make it so like memorable. Such a great tune. Can you use my voice in a track? I guess you can, yes. I'll let you do that. A few people have done that now. What am I gonna say though? I don't want you to like put me in the title of it or anything, but you can put my voice in it. That's fine. No worries. Is it because I'm such a good singer? Thank you. I thought I was a good singer, but no. Oh, yeah, of course you can. That'd be so cool. And when you finished it, can we play it on the show then? Yay. Yay. Stop it, Richie. You're just a hater. You just hate. He's like the hate mod. I'm like Adele. Thank you. Guys, if you're not aware as well, please make sure you go and follow Control 4 because he's a really, really great producer. And he knows so many wonderful things about music production. So please go and give him a follow. Yeah, Martin, well done, mate. This is just so cool. You wrote it in hospital. Well, can you just be ill a bit more, please? Yeah. I don't mean that, by the way. I've got one of my hair extension things is falling out. Go. Yay, you're back to streaming again. Brilliant. Awesome. Lois Lane, thank you so much for 48 months. Also, I wanted to say big thank you to Jace for 5 months, which is so cool. Sivarkek as well, thank you very much for 4 months. Jace for 6 months. And Lois Lane for 48 months there. Sam G as well earlier. Thank you to everyone that is subscribed to my channel. You guys allow me to continue doing this as my job. So I'm really, really massively grateful for all of your support. So thank you. Thank you, Martin. We love you and happy Easter to you. Big thank you to Richie, for 68 months. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Next up, we have got GTSYNC, and this is Destruction. Now, from my memory, GTSYNC is in my DJ group. And Destruction, I think, was written, please correct me if I'm wrong, this was written around the time that you lost your father. I think I remember you saying about that. And that's how you were feeling at the time with this track Destruction. And I think I remember saying to you that it was really kind of serendipitous and kind of like wonderfully ironic that you have made a track called Destruction, when the great thing about making music is it's creative, which is the absolute opposite of destruction. So again, going back to what I always say about kept your mind occupied at the time. What better way when you're going through something as terrible as that? And you're not alone in that either. Richie B, our moderator, has recently lost his father as well. My friend Jackie, she's recently lost her father as well. It's it's something that's none of us are getting away from these things. We all feel that pain. We all share that, and I think it's so wonderful that you have that ability to go and make a tune, do something creative, do something that you can focus that energy, harness that energy into something beautiful and constructive. And it's not always doable, but it's really, really important. Martin knows that feeling. And again, if you've suffered any illness, one of my favorite artists, Ren, he has suffered with illness throughout his life, and he would put all of his energy into his music as well. It's really a really interesting thing about humans is, when you get that feeling, you're like, oh yeah, when I get home, I'm going to make that tune, and it's going to be awesome. Then you get home and you don't do it. But if you really, really felt like you didn't have a lot of time left, or I don't know, something really bad happened, that bad that, it forces you to kind of like need to put the blinkers on. I mean, that's true for me. When I lost my mum when I was 17 and then I was homeless, I didn't have anything else to lose. That was everything. I lost my granny and my uncle around that time as well. I had nothing left. And then I found DJing, and I focused all of my time into just doing that. And then literally a few months later, I had my first residency. I got really good at it. Really, really good, really quickly, because I didn't have anything else to lose. And I see that in a lot of you who have been through painful experiences in your lives as well. It's a very interesting phenomenon that you sorry, I can't help it, that you end up doing your best work when shit hits the fan. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Not that we need to get ourselves into this belief system, by the way. It's very important that we put this caveat of you don't need to have pain in order to be a great artist. You really don't need to be struggling artist in order to do your amazing work or whatever. My point is, and it's usually quite autonomous when this happens, you just kind of do it. You find yourself burying yourself in this new creative thing that you found, this whole other world that takes you out of this distorted fear of what the future could bring, and this missing that person so much. And it's a great way to process that, because weirdly in the back of your mind you are processing all of that trauma and you're doing something extremely creative, which again leads me back to GTSYNC's amazing track he's made called Destruction, which I just found that juxtaposition of that name of it. I just found that really, really cool. So I'm so proud of you. Martin says, you can tell you're focused on DJing, Amber. Your mixing is tight as fuck. Thank you. You can imagine how much crap I've been through in my life on how well versed I am as a DJ. There you go. That's how mental I am. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, George, you're right. Yeah. When you've nothing to lose, you can only move forward. That's the worst person you ever want to come across in life, is someone who's got nothing to lose. But also, equally, they can be, if you are that person, you have no baggage. You have space for things. New things can come in. Which again, thinking about if you've split up from your partner, or you've lost that job, or you don't live in that home anymore and you have to go somewhere else, like, good, because now you've got space for something new to come in. But it's up to you what you let into that space. And that's the important thing. That's the learning curve. That's why life happens for you. It happens through you. It doesn't happen to you. You're not a victim. You have to just fill your life with things that are constructive, good for you, not always positive. I don't want this toxic positivity thing, but you've got to be doing stuff that's going to be working for you. So it's up to you to put good things in your path. So yeah. With all that said, this is GTSYNC Destruction. Do you know, it'd be really funny now if the whole tune is just you just going, "Rah! Rah! Rah!" I'm so sorry. Right, here we go.
Destruction. Destruction. Destruction.
Yes, May. I am so proud of you. That is GTSYNC and Destruction. Such a builder. What I found really interesting about this was the arrangement. So it kind of lures you in a little bit on a false sense of security, and you're like, okay, you know where it's going, but then it goes off in these twists and turns, and that re-spacey sound, I really, really liked that. I liked it when you went, I'm presuming you've gone up an octave, and then you get like this kind of like really nice resonant sound in there, and that movement from the LFO in it. It's like, it's so nice. Really, really nice. I'd love to know how you made that. But yeah, I liked the moving back and forth from the different octaves. Yeah, and then you got like your destruction vocal in there. Yeah, very, very nice. Good use of the spectral thingamabob frequency range. Everything sounded balanced. Nothing was sticking out as sounding odd. It was just nice to listen to. It was quite sparse, but I think that's its beauty, especially because of the direction of your arrangement. Because you start quite, softer and subdued, and then it kind of like builds into this big crescendo at the end, and I liked that about it. I think if you filled it full of loops and stuff, it would ruin that aspect of it. And I loved it when the hi-hats came in, when your rides came in near the end. Like, it was nice because, again, like, it's good to have kind of something coming in or coming out with dance music every 8 or 16 bars. And yeah, it's you're okay. So you've just said, I'm still learning how to produce. I use many different techno loops from a choice of different techno packages and Fruit Loops. Nice. Yeah, well, you didn't overdo it then. Nice to see that you're using FL Studio. Don't call it Fruit Loops. Oh, I will smack you silly. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was, especially if you just said there you're still new to production. I wish I was making stuff like this when I first started learning music production. That's so cool. Like, you've already got your arrangement done. You are a bit of a Fruit Loop, so am I. You've already got, I mean, that for me, I know everyone has their own struggles. For me, arrangement was the biggest, it was the thing I didn't like the most. Like going from your safe 4-bar loop, 8-bar loop, and then you're like, oh, okay, I have to start arranging this because I'm not going to know whether or not, I've got enough sounds here or, where this is progressing to. So, yeah, I always found that was, I'm fine with it now. In fact, it's probably one of my, I wouldn't say favourite, but it's something that I'm enjoying doing because it helps me to kind of see the end project, the end project, how it's going to be in the end. So, yeah, that. Oh, hello, Agathan Strolls. How are you doing? Yeah, I think, and also the fact that you kept it quite sparse. When you have this re-space sound, it gives it its moment.
Destruction.
Yeah, you got some great textures in there as well. You got some little effect shots kicking off.
Destruction.
I like how upfront that vocal is as well.
Destruction.
You've not like soaked it in delay or reverb or anything. You've obviously got a really good ear naturally for sound placement and why some things need to be upfront and. Yeah, I really liked it. I liked that I couldn't always know when things are going to come in. even your little jingle tambourine thing, dig-a-ding, dig-a-ding. You don't have it going all the way through. Like for me, I always put everything all the way through on my percussion. Yeah, I really appreciate little things like that. Tambourines are really like underrated in techno. There's something about the tonal qualities of a tambourine that really brings out the high end. It almost has its own like natural saturation kind of a sound to it. But yeah, I just reminded myself now, in virtue of listening to your tune, to put a few tambourines in my own music, man. This was my second project. Oh my god, which I threw together to pass time. I get lost in it. I have fun. I didn't want to over exaggerate it. Yeah. It's a fun. You had fun with it, did you? Huh? You had fun? What do you mean you had fun? Is it supposed to be fun? Is it supposed to be fun? I remember when it used to be fun, and then I took it all so seriously, and it wasn't fun anymore. But yeah, I'm back to it being fun again now. I'm really happy for you that it is fun. If you ever get to the stage where you start to, get stressy about it, please come back and tell us all about it, because we will help you through that bit. I really wish someone was there to help me through that stressy bit, because my stressy bit lasted a couple of years, I think. I just started to really compare myself against, I live with an amazing music producer, so that in itself was really difficult. People might think that Guy's here all the time with me when I make music, and he's really not. Like, he stays way away from me a lot of the time. But then he'll come in and he will listen to this stuff I've done, and I'll ask him questions and stuff. But it's a very lonely thing, and I used to be very judgmental over my own music, and I know that you guys have probably felt the same about your own, especially when you're learning and you did something good last time and you're like, okay, I need to up it now, I need to learn how to do blah blah blah, and then you find another person does it a completely different way, and you're like, oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong, and then you question everything, and then you cry, and then you go to bed, and then you never ever 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 open up that project ever again. And then you start a new one, and you'll get into maybe, 2 or 3 hours in. You'll have a nice little loop. It'll be about maybe 4 bars long, maybe 8, depends. Might have a little bit of automation in there or something. And then you'll be like, no, it's not good. Oh, God. And then you'll cry and go to bed. And then 5 years go past and you haven't finished anything. And you're like, oh, maybe I should stop taking myself so seriously. Just me. Okay, fine. Anyway, well done, GTSYNC. We love you. I started 3 last year. I fobbed off because they went nowhere. It's normal. Honestly, I'm being theatrical about it because there is a lot of truth in what I say, but it's very, very normal part of being a music producer and going through these emotions. Like I always say, this is the beauty of it. It's one of the reasons. It's a bit like having a dysfunctional relationship, because it's great when it's great, and then when it's not great, it's like, oh, why can't you just do something? And then also no one cares. It's the other thing. You're like, oh, I'm in, and then everyone else is like, yeah, that's okay, yeah. You're like, no, and then you're like, oh, but yeah, it is and the other thing is that it is a parallel journey with self-discovery, self-belief, and self-awareness, which is great. I think that it's taught me a lot. It's taught me to be humble. It's taught me to be patient. It's taught me to value long goals, as in not having it be amazing straight away. Everything's going to suck for a long time. It's not going to sound as good as all of the other people that you know or that you listen to, and that's okay. I won't yell again, I promise. There's a limiter on it anyway. You should be fine. It is about having fun, but when you maybe my journey is a bit different and you guys can just have fun with stuff. I certainly can have fun with things now, definitely. But there was a part in my life where I just took everything so seriously, and yeah, like it's really good to have fun with it. And this is why I'll always do these shows, because I think it's important that we do check in with each other and say, look, it's all right. And so many of you have just got really great ideas, and like if we are helping you to encourage you to continue doing it, then that's a good job done. Next up, DJ Vortex, and this is Chai Mai on Acid. we go. That is Chai Mai on Acid by DJ Vortex and engineered by Caustic. Really nice. Really, it's interesting to me because usually with hard house you wouldn't have such an intricate bass and melody progression. That sounds to me, it's really interesting because it's like it's a hard house tune, but it's got a tech trance melody and progression to it, like arrangement wise, but it works really well. It works really, really well. The percussion, I also like the slight, and I'm saying slight looseness to it because it felt very authentic and original. It didn't sound like your usual hard house tune. So although I personally would try probably to tighten all of that up and then I'd lose the essence of it. So I am thinking like I actually really enjoyed how kind of like almost like it sounded like it's got some swing on it, or at least things are a little bit looser than they normally would in a hard house tune, but I could mix it, and I thought that everything sounded really nice, like texturally. It sounded very full, making use of the full spectrum. And are you guys arguing in the chat? What are you doing? Yeah, fight. Yeah, I know you're not arguing, don't worry. I just looked up and just saw you guys are having a very deep in me. I know you're not arguing. You both, I love it. I love looking up and seeing you guys having little chats, especially people like you guys, because, you know, you're very into your music. So, yeah, no, it's all good. You guys are awesome. Yeah, go on, have a ride. Let me go and get some popcorn. Yeah, it was just such a breath of fresh air listening to this. Very, very intricate bass line progression, like I said, and that melody over the top. Not always keeping to the 4/4. Sounded like it had like an extra, maybe a couple of bars every now and then when that melody was in, like in a good way, because it kind of made the whole that feel to it with that melody progression, kept it really interesting. Yeah, it was memorable. Lots of nice saturation. That bass is really nice. Quite clever, really, because when we get into those tech trancey areas, like the actual kick and bass, the hard house kick and bass does not come away from the root note. Oh, acid line, by the way. Mwah, chef's kiss. Mwah. So that doesn't move away, because it could actually, this is where I would find it quite complicated or like too much of a kerfuffle, is if I was going to try and move that bass line all over the place, you know, because obviously every time that you move a note, you're going to have like it's going to hit a different resonance, it's going to have a different peak. Sometimes it sounds better or worse going from the root note, and you might need to tweak it. See there, you go down a bit there and it gets a bit grumbly. And then you change. Dun, 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 dun. So you got like that high mid bass, and then you go back into that main bass on that root note again. Yeah, and I think that's really cool doing it that way, because then you're not having to kind of like fight each time you change that note of that bass line. So yeah, I actually like the way that that's been, thought about. Yeah, really nice, really nice and well put together. Really nice. The kick and the bass do not fight over groceries. No, they don't. Would you mind if I just go and have a quick wee? I'm just going to put this on again while I have a quick piss. One second. Thank you. Aww. Oh, wonderful, Nikita. There we go. More fruit, yeah. This is my 4th clementine today. Like I said, I'm getting off my pumpkin seed addiction at the moment. Well done, DJ Vortex and Caustic. Really interesting tune. Really different. And I loved it. I think it's really nice to see something different. Oh, Richie, that's a song. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. I keep saying the clementines. They're not. They are easy peelers. She's an easy peeler. She'll take your heart, but you won't feel her. Hatchy's next. This is a song called Fuk With Me. Here we go.
tell every motherfucker behind these walls that if they get the notion to fuck with me, don't.
Okay, there we go. That is Hatchy, Fuk With Me. Really, really great tune, this. Arrangement's a bit surprising because you're mixing out. The bass is gone at this point. We're at 6 minutes 15. Oh no, I guess it's fine. The length of it is 7 minutes 30. Yeah, you got quite, I would say that's still quite a long outro. There is still quite a long outro of just kicks. But I suppose for this style of music, DJs do like to have like a long outro in which to mix. However, it might be a little bit long. But who knows? It did surprise me though, the arrangement. Maybe go and have a look at other artists in that style and see what their arrangement is, because I think for DJs they're expecting a certain like intro outro length. There was it did go on for quite a while after that bass came out. I'm just gonna see what happens. Yeah, because then you've got yeah, it goes on for quite a while. I usually do 32 bars in, 32 bars out. 32 bars in, bass comes in, 32 bars. For the end, that bit of the bass, there is no bass on that bit. You know what I mean? 32 bars in, and then 32 bars before the end, that's when the bass comes out. That's just me, though. Other stuff to talk about. It's really good. I really like it. I think that it's a really strong hard house tune. I like the fact that it's like you got the cheeky bits here, and then you've got these like tin ribby band pass kind of like sweeps in there. Very tin ribby. And then you've got the bit where you've got, I hate SoundCloud right now. Watch this. Watch what it does. Does anyone else have this problem? Watch. Right. I'll play it. And then I'll go to pause it. Oh no, it's not going to do it now. It does that, and it brings this box up. I'm trying to pause it. And it looks the bottom. Oh, see, look, fuck you. Excuse me. Do you know what I mean? Why? It's been like it for ages now. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyway. Like the simple things here, like the gating effect that you're putting on there, really, really great just to like lift the energy and just send it in a different direction without having to try and find a new sound, for example. You're reusing that sound in a different way. So, I think that's a really, really cool part of it. It's very expressive, you know, using a little trance gate kind of thing like that. To make it all choppy, just changes up the energy of it. Really, really cool. This bit reminds me of like Kid Dynamo kind of style.
I need you to deliver a message.
Yeah, like it's got some great parts to it, and it keeps the interest there. It's such an old school kind of hard house tune. This, it's really cool to hear something that could have just been like on, you know, Tin Ribs on the Tin Rib label or something like that. Like, it's really, really nice. I like everything about this tune.
I need you to deliver a message.
moody as well, but you kept it uplifting with that little with the little vocal things. Yeah, really cool. Thank you for sending it in. Yeah, I love that. Awesome. Next up, we have got the amazing Pat Glenny, and this is a track called Bud Hyper. Sorry. Sorry, it's been a long day. I was just saying that we've had 3, I think, hard house tunes tonight, and they've all been nicely different in their own amazing ways. And Pat Glenny, someone that I have played music of for a very long time. What a great tune that was. It was so ethereal, is that the word? With that vocal and that bass line, like proper driving run the bass line there. Really, really nice. Very uplifting, but also really serious as well. You know, very tough sounding. Akin to, I'd probably say like Dave Owens kind of style, maybe. But he's got his own lane, his Pat Glenny. And yeah, I play quite a few of his tunes on my live streams when I do my DJ live streams when I'm playing hard house. Really, really nice. Matt Edwards says it has a James Lawson feel to it. Yes, that bass line. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. Yeah, really, really nice. And guys, please make sure you go and follow Pat Glenny as well. Really, really great producer in hard house. Again, I've seen him, like, his productions over the years just get better and better. He's really cool. He's really funny as well, which is always a good thing, isn't it? Funny people. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, make sure you follow in his SoundCloud, please. I'm going to be playing this tune. You're going to be hearing this on my DJ thingies, on my WikiWars. But yeah, make sure you're following him, please. Some really, really great tunes tonight. I'm so proud and honoured that you guys are sending your stuff in here.